Hey there, this is Estonius. I'm here to focus on what you need to know to play a melee class against Beastlord Darmac in Blackrock Foundry on normal or heroic difficulty. Pre-planning, we know that this encounter has a healthy mix of single target and cleave time, and the incoming damage is both physical and magic. The fight starts with Beastlord on foot, and will alternate boss, then beast, then back to boss, repeating until you finish him off on foot. Darmac will get on a beast as his health lowers, first at 85%, then 65%, and finally 45%. Your tanks can control which beast is chosen by having Darmac closest to that beast, and after each beast is killed, Darmac will gain a power from them that he'll keep for the rest of the fight. While I do recommend starting with Cruel Fang, moving to Iron Crusher, and finishing with Dreadwing, the tactics I'll discuss will allow you to adapt to this fight in any order needed. Darmac will start off with two abilities that he'll retain for the entire fight. Pin Down, which sends out spears which will pin down anyone caught by them. This is going to be something for ranged and heals to avoid, but if anyone is caught by a spear, then they will need to be broken out. Again, that will usually be a job for ranged, but if the player pinned down is close, you should switch to it. Beastlord will also use Call the Pack pretty regularly. This will summon a handful of small pack beasts, which should get scooped up by the off-tank and brought together with Darmac. Cleave them down as soon as possible, but don't go running after them if they don't get to the boss quick enough. They don't have much health and should never be much of an issue. As long as Darmac is not close to a transition, he should be getting tanked right where the ads spawn, so enjoy the easy cleaving. At 85%, Darmac will mount the closest beast, which should be Cruel Fang. The ability to watch out for, and the one Darmac will keep for the rest of the fight, is going to be your number one concern from here on out, Rend and Tear. He'll target a ranged player, jumping out to them before immediately jumping back to the tank. Each time he lands, he'll deal physical splash damage within 7 yards, and apply a debuff that increases Rend and Tear damage for the next half minute. As soon as Beastlord jumps out, you need to move away from the tank. My instincts are to follow Darmac when he jumps out, but I found that I was still getting caught on his jump back in from time to time, so try to strafe out as soon as you see him jump. Just get the hell away from both tanks, as there's sometimes a switch when he's still on his way back, and then after he lands you can run back in and resume your damage. Burn Cruel Fang down, and you'll soon have Darmac back on his feet, at least until he gets to 65%, where he should be mounting Iron Crusher. Iron Crusher will not add any active abilities for us to avoid, but he will be doing pretty regular raid-wide physical damage with Tantrum, and will be knocking melee around a bit when he charges out to a ranged player with Stampede. Back on his feet, Darmac will hold onto the Tantrum ability for the rest of the fight, so having some physical mitigation is nice for that if you can. We save Dreadwing for the end, as his abilities are the most dangerous to the team. We save Bloodlust and Potions for the start of this phase so that we can burn our way out of it as quick as we can. Darmac will be casting Conflagration on a target, making the Toon affected run around in circles on fire while spreading this effect to anyone close by. If this gets in the melee, you better hope you have a priest that can mass dispel it, or it can cause a wipe pretty damn fast. Next up, the skill Darmac will keep after you kill Dreadwing, Inferno Breath. He will turn to a random location and send out a massive cone of fire breath that stacks every second you stay in it. As melee, when you see him whip around, just run through him and you should be able to avoid the worst of the breath. When Darmac uses the fire breath after you kill Dreadwing, it will leave fire puddles on the ground that must be avoided. Don't stand on fire, guys. From the point you kill Dreadwing, the spears left by Pin Down will deal fire damage to the raid, so they must be focused on by ranged, or us if we happen to be close. Don't lose effective damage time running 20 yards away to deal with the spear. There will be a lot of movement for this last ground phase, so make sure you're staying out of everything that you can. At this point you will have to run out for Rend and Tear, you'll be getting periodic physical damage from the Tantrums, and you'll need to avoid the fire breath and fire puddles. This last phase is all about survival first so that you can do your damage, and soon enough you'll have a need for a really big shoebox for all these dead pets. This is a long fight. Our heroic progression kill took almost 10 minutes, so settle into a good rhythm and you'll come out on top for this one. Thanks for watching my melee focus on Beastlord Darmac, and please leave any feedback for the videos or tactics discussed within down below, and stay tuned for melee guides to the rest of Blackrock Foundry.